I'm sorry, but they really need to go.
I was recently out showing some homes that had been sitting on the market for a few weeks. One was even on the market for 3 months. Now, price definitely plays a role in how long it takes to sell a home, but there are also certain things that can keep a well-priced home from selling. Look, I know every seller is different and every home is unique, but if your home has been listed for months with no serious bites, there's probably something in the house turning buyers off. And I've got to say, there are definitely some things a home seller should never leave in their house if they actually want to sell it. And if you're getting ready to list, I want to help you avoid that. So here are my top 10 things that should not be in your home when it's on the market. Let's start with one of the biggest things that can quietly kill a home sale: you being in the home during a showing. Please, I say this with love, don't be there when buyers come to see your house. I know that's hard to hear. I get it. It's your home. But once it's listed, it becomes a product on the market, and buyers need the mental and emotional space to picture themselves living there. When the seller is present, it makes buyers feel like they're intruding. They rush through the house. They don't open closet doors. They whisper instead of talking about what they like or don't like. You're not doing it on purpose, but your presence changes the energy completely. So whether it's a showing or an open house, head out, take a walk, go grab coffees, run errands. If you work from home or your kid has nap time at a certain time each day, then don't allow showings during those specific times. If you have concerns about security, talk to your agent about being present or using external cameras. But the best thing you can do is simply not be at home. Now let's talk pets. So me personally, I love meeting your animals when I'm showing your house. Honestly, it's probably one of my top 3 things about being a real estate agent. But as much as I love meeting your animals, and as much as you love your dog, cat, bird, or bearded dragon, not every buyer will. Some people are allergic, others might be scared, and many people are just distracted when there are pets in the house. Again, that's me. I'm the distracted one because I love animals. Even if your pet is friendly, it still adds a layer of unpredictability. Barking, pacing, or even just being in a crate can pull a buyer's focus away from your house, and that's really the opposite of what we actually want. We want the buyer to focus on the home and picture themselves living their life there. So do your best to remove pets from the home during showings. Take them with you, ask a friend for help, or look into temporary pet daycare. And don't forget to tuck away food bowls, litter boxes, beds, and toys. You really do want the home to appeal to everyone, even those who aren't pet lovers. I don't really understand how that's possible. Quick pause. Pause, like the animals, get it? If you're finding this video helpful so far, take a second to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss another video. I try to put out new content to help buyers, sellers, and homeowners just like you every single week. The next thing to remove, your personal stuff. This includes things like mail, bills, personal paperwork, and anything that gives buyers a window into your private life, even if they're not trying to snoop. It's easy for wandering eyes to land on sensitive information, and it makes your home feel cluttered. Clutter, especially when it's personal, can distract buyers from seeing the true potential of your home. Plus, personal documents and correspondence can unintentionally lead to privacy concerns, so it's best to keep them out of sight. Family photos too. Yes, even the sweet ones should be packed away. A couple here and there is fine, but when a buyer sees walls covered in pictures of your life, it's harder for them to imagine their life in that space. The goal is to create a neutral environment where prospective buyers can mentally move in and picture themselves living there. Too many personal mementos might give the impression that the house is still very much your space rather than a place that they could make their own. You're moving anyway, so start packing those things up now. It helps buyers focus on the house itself, not on the people currently living in it. Not only will it make your home look tidier, but it will also signal to buyers that the space is ready for a fresh start, just waiting for them to make it their own. Next up, anything valuable or sensitive. Jewelry, expensive art, medications, firearms. These things need to be out of sight or out of the house altogether. Lock it up, take it with you, or put it in storage. When showing your home to potential buyers, it's important to consider anything that could be tempting, controversial, or simply a security concern. items like fine jewelry, valuable artwork, or prescription medications should absolutely never be left out in the open. Even in a secure home, you can never fully guarantee that nothing will go missing. Taking these items with you or storing them in a safe place ensures your peace of mind and maintains a welcoming environment. Don't leave anything out that could be tempting or controversial. That display gun case, probably not the best look. Even if it's secure, some buyers will be uncomfortable. While it may be part of your personal decor, items like firearms can make potential buyers uneasy or distracted. It's best to remove or store anything that could evoke strong opinions, leaving the focus on the home itself. Creating a neutral, safe space helps buyers feel at ease and allows them to envision themselves in your home without any distractions. And speaking of guns, hunting trophies and taxidermy should definitely be taken down. I know you love them, but not everyone will. In fact, many buyers might be turned off by taxidermy in the home. While these trophies might hold sentimental value or showcase your personal interests, they can make some buyers uncomfortable or distracted. For others, it might seem out of place in a home that they're trying to imagine themselves in. And if it's large, it can make a room feel smaller. A giant elk head or mounted fish on the wall can dominate a space, making it harder for buyers to see the full potential of the room. Instead of highlighting the space itself, it draws attention away from the features that matter most. You're going to be moving anyway, so pack them up or at least cover them up. By doing so, you can help create a more neutral environment that appeals to a broader range of potential buyers. Taking these items out of view helps ensure that buyers aren't distracted by personal collections and can focus on imagining their own life in the space. I know how sweet those personalized name decals and decorations in your kids' bedrooms can be. As a parent, grandparent, or caregiver, you love showing your pride and joy by customizing their space. And normally, that's wonderful. But when you're listing your home for sale, it becomes a privacy and safety issue. Let me explain why. Your home, along with detailed pictures and videos, will be posted online for anyone to see. When your child's name is displayed prominently on bedroom walls, it's providing unnecessary personal details to complete strangers. Think about it. Someone scrolling through listings online could easily see your child's name, your address, and photos of your home's layout. That's more information than we should ever comfortably provide to the world. So, as you prepare your home to sell, let's be proactive. Take down the decals, signs, or artwork that reveal your children's names or personal details. You can always put up something neutral or simply leave walls clean and fresh. Let's not give strangers any more information than necessary. Privacy and security should be a top priority when you're selling your home. By removing these decals or other personal identifiers, you'll help protect your family's privacy and make your home feel more neutral, allowing potential buyers to imagine their own lives in the space without being distracted by your personal details. All right, next up on the list, bold or unusual paint colors. Now listen, I am all for expressing yourself through your home. You might love that bright red dining room or that deep purple accent wall, but the reality is most buyers won't. Now I try to tell this to every single buyer that I work with. Paint is just paint. You should always try to look past any bold or obnoxious colors and decor and just picture it a blank canvas. When a buyer walks into a home and sees bold colors, their first thought is often, that's a project. And that means time, effort, and money, which is exactly what we don't want them thinking about when they step through your front door. Neutral colors help buyers focus on the space, not on the paint. You want the walls to fade into the background so that the buyer can picture their furniture, their style, and their life in that room. So if you've got bold or highly personalized paint choices, now is the time to tone them down. A fresh coat of neutral paint goes a very long way in making your home feel more move-in ready and appeal to a broader range of buyers. Trust me, it's definitely worth it. Clearing off your kitchen and bathroom counters might feel like a small thing, but trust me, it makes a huge impact. Buyers walk into a home and form first impressions quickly. And when they see cluttered countertops, their brain registers one thing: not enough space. Even if your kitchen or bathroom is a great size, a bunch of everyday items sitting out can make it feel crowded, busy, and less appealing. In the kitchen, keep it simple. One or two carefully chosen items like a nice coffee maker or a small plant are totally fine. But let's put away the air fryer, the blender, the knife block, the spice rack, and the pile of mail that's been sitting there all week. We want to showcase the countertops, not your stuff. In bathrooms, this is where I often see the biggest offenders. Electric toothbrushes, shaving kits, curling irons, lotions, face wash, all the things we use every day. But buyers don't want to see that. It feels too personal, and it distracts from the room itself. Instead, use small plastic bins or baskets that you can easily stash under the sink or in a cabinet when a showing is scheduled. That way, you can live your normal life, but still make the space feel clean, calm, and showing ready when it counts. It might seem like a small detail, but these little things add up, and they make your home feel more spacious, organized, and desirable to potential buyers. Let's talk about furniture, because over time, it tends to accumulate. Whether it's pieces you've inherited from family, items you've collected over the years, or furniture that served a purpose for a specific season of life, it all adds up. And before you know it, you've got rooms that feel crowded and smaller than they actually are. Now, when you live in a space, you get used to how it is arranged. But buyers walk in with fresh eyes. And the more furniture there is, the more it can feel like the home lacks space or function. That oversized recliner or second love seat might be comfortable, but if it blocks the natural flow of a room, it's working against you. So here's what I want you to do. Walk through each room and ask yourself two things. First, am I taking this piece with me when I move? And second, does this furniture help the room feel open and inviting, or is it making things feel cramped? If it's not coming with you, now's the perfect time to donate it, sell it, or move it into storage. Even if you are keeping it, consider removing a few pieces temporarily to give buyers a better sense of space and flow. Because here's the truth, open space sells. When buyers can move freely and visually take in the size of a room, they connect more easily, and they're more likely to make an offer. Now let's talk about broken items and fixtures, because even the smallest things can add up in a buyer's mind. The ceiling fan where the fan works but not the light. The screen door that doesn't latch quite right. These little quirks may have been no big deal while you were living there, but to a buyer, they can feel like red flags. When buyers see multiple small things that aren't functioning properly, they start to wonder, if this is what I can see, what else might be wrong? That's not the feeling we want them to leave with. And here's where it gets even more important. Once those issues show up on a home inspection report, even if you've disclosed them, they still feel like a growing to-do list for the buyer. And that list can easily lead to stress, second thoughts, or requests for costly repairs or credits. So here's the move. Either replace it or remove it before the listing goes live. That includes ceiling fans, light fixtures, or built-in appliances that aren't working properly. And if there's a light fixture or anything else that you're emotionally attached to and plan to take with you, like something sentimental or inherited, take it down before you list. Don't wait until you're under contract and offer a credit or promise a swap. That can lead to confusion, hurt feelings, or even deal-breaking negotiations. Swap it out for a simple, neutral replacement that fits the space. Something clean and updated, not flashy, just enough to make the space feel finished. The goal is to present a home that feels well cared for and move-in ready. The fewer red flags a buyer sees, the easier your path to a smooth sale. Alright, so that was a lot, but I hope it gave you a clear picture of how even small changes can make a big difference when you're getting ready to sell your home. Remember, you don't have to do everything perfectly, but the more you can prepare now by removing distractions, depersonalizing, and presenting your home in its best light possible, the easier and faster your sale will likely go. Less stress, more interest, and ideally a stronger offer. And if you're not quite sure where to start, lean on your agent early. I recommend meeting with someone at least a few months before you plan to list, and make sure it's a top-tier agent. If you need help finding one, I can connect you with someone I trust. Just click the link below in the description. Now, if you found this video helpful, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and click that notification bell so you don't miss any future tips on selling, buying, or just getting the most out of home ownership. Thanks for watching. I'm George Poporad, and I'll see you in the next video.